If you like our videos, please subscribe, like, and share.
That's right. Welcome guys back to the Blake family farm. So many things happening, buildings, goats, goat milk soap. So stick around and join us for this episode of Faith from the Farm. Alright guys, we promised you in our last video that Rebecca would make goat soap. Now she wants this to be abbreviated because she doesn't like to talk on camera, but I have persuaded her to at least show the steps. We'll probably speed some of this along, but from out there with Polly into some soap, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, babe.
Be nice, Nora. Polly. Nora.
Well, Polly,
No.
this will jump on the stand. She doesn't like to stay on the stand, but she'll start. So we're trying to make sure she doesn't dry up at all from losing her two little kiddos, who are doing great, by the way. I just found out on their other farm. So step number one, goat milk is coming along. Pretend you're not talking.
Just pretend I'm not talking. This is definitely not a how-to by any means. So I'm not giving instructions and directions. Let's just start with your goat milk frozen so that it doesn't scorch when you add the lime.
So how do we get those? What are you doing with, how do we get those?
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes.
Ice cube trays in the freezer, and then for a couple days, put them in a bag.
So that's actually Polly's milk that you frozen.
Correct. And then I mark the date too, just so I know. I don't know that it's necessary. Just me. Okay, so we are 13 ounces of the goat milk. We are our lye. Oh, we supposed to wear gloves. Any gloves. Did you know you ordered me a medium?
Is that a good thing?
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I made it wrong. We needed 6 ounces of the lye.
How many ounces is this?
6 ounces of lye.
6 ounces
And this
of
is
lime.
just 6.2. Okay. Just a recipe like you found on Pinterest. So it's different than the first time. So I wanted to see kind of how it goes.
And we found lye. You can order lye off of Amazon.
Yep. Add a little bit of time because it will heat up. And it's going to melt our milk after 2 minutes.
All right, so we're back. The lye has now been added slowly, and it's melted the goat milk, right?
Yep. Now we didn't scorch it, so that's good.
Nice.
Just about there, and then we kind of melt our oils together and then mix it.
Tough.
I know. See, it's like watching somebody make a cake but not decorate the cake, because like that's the fun, pretty part. This is like just the making the boring cake part.
Hey, but the cake is also good.
We hope.
All right, now we're on to our oils. What kind of oils are we using today?
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Official. 12 ounces coconut oil.
0 to
Yeah.
All right, so we got 12 ounces of coconut oil.
Yep.
And what else are we adding?
We're gonna add 15 ounces of olive oil.
15 ounces of olive oil.
We're gonna melt this in the microwave and let it all become liquid in a minute. Go in.
So we're assuming with this much oil, it will make lots of soap.
I hope so.
We already have our
A little much.
soap holder ready to go.
So to figure out how to wrap them all cute and pretty, what else do I need? Oh, and vegetable shortening. It says lard, but I don't keep lard on hand, so we're gonna go with the shortening. We needed a lot of this too. 13 ounces. Oh, clear that. Very good. Okay. I need you to get this perfectly cake.
There we go. I did right to that point. Some music in the background.
Alright. Alright, well at 3.5 we need to get to 13. We need to get to 13. Okay.
All right, so we have a combination of olive oil, and we ran out of one, so we used a different kind. We have coconut oil, and we have shortening, Crisco, and now we're gonna melt all that down, right?
Alright. Let's just start there. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so we pulled the oil out of the microwave. How long was that total? About 3 minutes?
Yeah, like 2.
2 minutes? 2 minutes, the oils are melted, did a little bit of stirring.
Yep. This recipe says you want them between 110 and 125.
Trusty thermometer. Take a light.
Okay. Now we're pouring. We're adding our oils.
Gloves are back on.
Gloves are on. Now we're going to the light. We're going to pour slowly. Not splashing. We're going to drop it. Gloves are too big.
Tess is not covered with his hands.
I think you got nervous.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Here we go with that.
You like-
Very funny. Alright, this says to stir by hand for 5 minutes and then use the blender.
So we'll see y'all in 5
Yeah, I'm
minutes.
gonna stir this with that.
All right, here we go. We have gone 5 minutes of stirring, and now we're on to the immersion blender.
Here we go.
And they call that what? Burping? Go up and down?
You go up and down a few times trying to get out any air bubbles. So you don't end up with air pockets.
And they have a lovely name called Burping It.
Yep, they call it burping the soap. So hopefully the rest of that shortening is going to break down too.
All right, so now we're gonna go use the immersion blender till we hit trace. All right, we're reaching trace, which is exactly like it sounds. There's
the trace.
There's a trace.
So we're good.
And while we were away, we chose the essential oils, which is now added in after trace, right?
Yep.
So we chose our essential oils of lavender, eucalyptus, and spearmint.
Pretty much went with the whole bottles. They're not full because I've used them, but this calls for an ounce. Oh, this is like, it's almost sad because these make the house smell good.
We can get more.
So better make your soap smell really good. It's gonna take a while. You want to do that one? Put my glove back on. Stir all that in. It smells really good.
And again, the reason for the caution with the gloves is that the lye is still active for what, about 24 hours?
Yeah.
24 hours, it still has a chemical reaction going on. Alright, so we got our molds done. I made a loaf, 2 molds, and a bee. 1 bee. We'll see how the bee turns out. Now that's going to sit covered.
They sit covered, it's supposed to be a dark area, 24 hours. And then we can take them out of the molds. You let them sit for about a month, turn them every couple days. You have some?
Awesome. So let's show everybody what we got already. Alright, so these are the ones we did a month ago. We just did just a bar. Rebecca did just a bar. That's all her.
I did the pink bar. The rest we used, just made the 1 pink bar. So this is rosemary mint. We haven't actually used it yet, but that's what it is.
So, very cool. Well, let's try it and we'll see how these turn out in a month. All right, so we're back here in the office finishing this edit, and great job on your soap today.
It's done.
Awesome job. So glad you could join us. We had a fantastic time tonight with our online church community group. If you need someone to pray for you, feel free to put that in the comment line, and we will bring you before the Lord and before our church family. In the meantime, hope you have a great night. We'll see you next time back here at the Blake Family Farm. Have a great night.
If you like our videos, please subscribe.
Oh.
Sorry.